Hi, it's Andrea, the Catholic Gardener. I hope you guys are doing good. I am actually out here preparing for my fall garden. I know you're probably thinking, Andrea, it's only July, but the certain plant that I do plan to grow needs to get started right now because it's a colder weather crop, but it needs to be started indoors, and it cannot be started direct sowed in the summertime because the sun will just scorch it. So let me show you what I'm getting ready to plant, or getting ready to try to germinate indoors. I have two different kinds of Brussels sprouts. I've tried to grow Brussels sprouts before, and I actually tried it last year, and it was a big fail because I started it too soon. I tried to start it right after our last frost date, and that was really not a good time to start it because where I am here in Kansas, it gets very, very hot in the summers, and Brussels sprouts do not like the heat. So I didn't get anything, and it was really ridiculous. And the cabbage worms went insane over the leaves over the summertime. So it was a big fail. So I've learned my lesson. I researched a little bit more, and I'm hoping I'll have a better success this year. So let me show you the two that I'm planning to start. So I am starting the red rhubarb. I hope I'm saying that right. They're like a purple Brussels sprouts, and a lot of people mispronounce Brussels sprouts, by the way. It's Brussels sprouts. But anyway, these look really, really cool. And then I'm doing one called the, I know I'm going to say these wrong, Groninger. They're just a typical green Brussels sprout. We actually really love Brussels sprouts in my little family. My husband loves them. It's so funny. When I first met my husband, he hated Brussels sprouts, did not think they were good at all. And then during the course of our marriage, I roasted them one time in the oven, just with salt and pepper, really simple. Olive oil, salt and pepper roasted in the oven. And he really loved them. And so now he really likes Brussels sprouts. So as long as you cook them good, they can taste really great. And I love them. I love cabbage, I love kale, I love any kind of green, really. And Brussels sprouts were always fascinating to me as a kid because I always thought they were just like little mini cabbages. They look really cute and tiny. But anyway, so I am going to go ahead and start these, and I'll show you how I will do that. Look at Pippin. He's wanting to be with Mama. He does not like being separated from me. It's okay, Pip. Okay, so how I'm going to start these seeds is I'm actually going to start them in these little seed cells. Now, I'm not going to be starting this many of them. I'm only going to use some of these. So I'm going to start them in here and put them on a grow mat, and that's like a warming mat to help germination. And then I'll put them under the grow light after that. And then of course what I'll do from there is because these cells are really small, so once the roots start to grow a little bit more, these are going to be too small, so I'm going to put them in other containers until I move them out to the garden for my fall garden. Okay, so I put some seed starting soil in some of these cells, and now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and take my watering can and get these wet, because sometimes you can fill these cells up and the soil's so dry and fluffy that it doesn't fill them up completely. So plus this gets ready for germination anyway, because you have to get your seedlings wet once you put them in here. Okay. Alright, so I got that wet, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my seeds. Okay, so here are the red rhubarb Brussels sprout seeds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these on the left side here, and I will mark these so that I know which seeds are in which cells. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a couple seeds and put them in each one that I plan to do, and then I will see which one comes up first, and if both come up, then I'll just choose one, obviously. But it's good to put 2 in there just in case none of them decide to germinate for you. I've never really had that bad of an issue, but you never know. Okay, I put the red rhubarb in, and I made this little marker just out of a popsicle stick, so that way I know which ones I planted. And I'm just going to stick it right in this one right here, because I know all the ones here from here to the left are going to be these red rhubarb. And what I'm going to do after I get done, I'm going to go ahead and put the other variety on this side over here, and I'm going to cover this with more soil, and then I'm going to soak it in with some water. But it's good to mark these so that you don't forget which variety is which. I've definitely done that before. Okay, so I've covered these cells with a little bit more soil, and now I'm going to go ahead and water them in, and I've labeled both of them as well. I know you're probably thinking, gosh, those are a lot of plants, and yeah, that is kind of a lot, but what I plan to do is if I have many extras that I'm not going to use in the garden, I'm just going to go give away to some friends, since it's fun to start seeds anyway, and I love to give to others, so that's what I plan to do. Okay, so I'm going to put these above the heating mat and keep it down in my basement where it's nice and cool. And hopefully these will germinate. I think it takes about 7 to 10 days for these to germinate. So yeah, I hope that these will be coming up very soon, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that as well. So I know you guys have seen some of my earlier videos. I had one on my flowers, and I mentioned this nest up here. And there have been little baby birds in here. Oh, do you see it? Oh my gosh, it's so precious. I've been trying not to be out here too much around them, just because Mama gets real stressed out and flies around the house. Let me see if I can get a video of her. I don't know if you can see her very well. Maybe if I zoom in. Yeah, there she is. That's Mama bird. She keeps flying around because she's real nervous. So I try, like I said, I try not to be out here too much so that she doesn't get worried about babies. But while I'm over here, check out these beautiful flowers. They're really going crazy over here, actually. So that's it on starting Brussels sprout seeds for your fall garden. So I hope that you'll join me in starting some seeds. I don't know if you like Brussels sprouts or not, but even if you don't, you can always give them away, and it'd be fun to try to grow. So thank you for joining me. If this was helpful to you, please like and subscribe to my channel, and please leave a comment, because I love comments. I love interacting with everybody, and I'd be glad to try to answer any questions that you might have that I could help you with. I'm still a beginner gardener, but I've been learning a lot. So anyway, yeah, I love this. Thank you guys so much, and thanks for watching. And one last thing, I'm wearing my Miraculous Metals shirt. I love this shirt. I got it from the Catholic T-shirt Club. I used to be a subscriber, but I started getting too many t-shirts, and it was just like too much. So I had to unsubscribe for a while, but I'd love to subscribe again sometime. But anyway, love you guys. Bye.